welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to VicTeeFashionHub with Victoria Yetunde. Okay, alright, how are you all doing? Hope you've subscribed, and if you watched it now you've not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Make sure you subscribe and turn off notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. Okay, so on today's tutorial, like you can see in the first video, it's a jumpsuit, very easy and simple to make. So we are going to be making a jumpsuit now. Let me arrange it and show you. Okay guys, I'm going to cut out the jumpsuit first. So the first thing that we're going to do now is draw a straight line for the start line. So that is the straight line that we're going to use. So for the next measurement is we are going to measure the crotch line measurement, and that is okay, and that is 13 inches. Sit down on a chair and divide and measure from your waist where you want the trouser to be to the down part of the chair. So for this one I'm going to be using 13 inches. Yes, 13 inches. So from the 13 inches I'm going to go down by 11 inches to get my new line. I'm so sorry that this is not okay. To get my new line, 11 inches. I hope you guys are seeing. So we are going to draw a straight line for this one. You can use ruler actually. So for this new line, so the next thing, so this is our start line. Let me adjust this camera. Okay, so you can see the new line. So this will start as our hip line too, and so the next thing that we're going to do is divide your hip by 4. Divide your hip. So before we start measuring the distance, you are going to first of all draw a line like this. So from this line is where we are going to start our measurement. So I'm drawing it to up. We don't need this line, I'm just drawing it. So you start your measurement from there. So for this I'm going to draw the same line I did here. Then I'll go in by half inch. I'll go in by half inch. I hope you guys are seeing it. Then I'll draw the straight line to this crotch depth. So I'll draw a straight line to this crotch depth. So after that I'm going to go for this crotch depth. I'm going out by 2.5 inch. If you are smaller size, you can go out by 2 inches. If you are bigger size, more than mine, because my hip is 42. So if you can go outside, more than 30, than 3, you can go outside like 3 inches or something. So after that you come here and measure 1 inches, so your cuff will not be too much. Then you give it a cuff to join this. So as you can see, so after this I'm going to my waistline. Divide your waist by 4. For me 30, so it's 8 inches. You start your line here, 8 inches, and you measure 1 inches for the dart, 1 inches for that, and 1 inches for allowance. So after that you wait to, before you join, you come out by 1 inches here for the allowance too, for the hip, remember. So you now join it together with the waist. So after that, for this you know, we are actually cutting out palazzo trouser. As you know, let me try your waist divided by 1 and add 1 inches for the dart, 1 inches for allowance, and this one to add 1 inches for allowance and join it together. So for this palazzo trouser I want it to be a bit full, a bit. So you can, if there are different ways you can actually get your palazzo measurement. You can divide your lap measurement divided by 2 and do the measurement. So for this, we are going to be drawing the straight line to the, as you know, we actually have not get the full length of this because this thing can be drawing. So for me, my half length is 17 inches and my full length is going to be 62 inches because I want it to be long. So 17 inches, I'm going to be drawing a hair. So basically, so let me use pin to hold this thing. So I have to get your nail line. For you see the measurement we are taking from here. Jesus, sorry guys. You will draw the straight line down. You can use your straight ruler to draw it to the length you measured, just like the way I'm doing it. So here, after that, you can measure your crotch line, crotch and your nail measurement and divide by 2. Then you can measure it like that and make it your measurement. So for mine is 14 inches, so I'm going to be using 14 inches. Then I'll draw it downward because I wanted it free. And I'll place it down to the down part and then I'll cut it out. So this is the front. Sorry guys. So let me cut out the front now. Okay guys, I'm done cutting. As you can see, this is long enough. So the next thing now is cutting out the back. So I'm placing it front to back. So I'm going to be telling you guys now. Just watch me closely. The first thing that we're going to do is from the crotch depth, you go out by 2.5. You can go out by 2 inches if you want. Where's the chalk? So here you go out by 2 inches. 2 inches. So then I usually used to draw this to get, so see, so up here you go up by 1 inches. 1 inches. So now you measure the measurement of this front. This is 10.5 inches. So you take your measurement from here, 10.5 inches. Then you draw the 1 inches to the 10.5 inches. I hope you understand. So the 10.5 inch, then you remove this pin so you join it to this 10.5 inch. So that is the back measurement. The next one is from this place, you go down by 2 inches to the down part, and I'll cut it out. I'll back for the back and front. As you can see how I cut out the back, and this is the front. So we are done cutting out the jumpsuit. So let's cut out the upper parts, and I'll be moving the needle now. For the pocket, I forgot. So let's cut out the pocket for the front. So if you don't want to put pocket, it's okay, but if you want to, then you have to check that. So here you go in, sometimes we go in by 2 inches or 2.5 or 3 inches. So for this I'll be going in by 2.5 inch, and for the down part I'll be going by 6 inches. Then you draw it like this. So you cut it. So I'm going to be using this for the pocket. So guys, we're going to be cutting out the back first. So measured 17 inches. So after that you measured 8 inches, no, 1.5 inches zip. Don't forget, so I almost forgot now. So for the zipper allowance, you go in by 1.5 inch. You can go in by 2 inches, depends on how your fabric is much. So the next thing now is you go down by 8 inches for the armhole line, and this for the waist line. So the next thing is we are going to measure our shoulder line, that is 8 inches. Our back divided by, so draw a straight line to the 8 inches. So the next thing now is our neck. So I'm going to go by 3 inches by 1.5 inches, because this is the back, and I'll draw it like this. Go down by 1 inches and meet the 1 inches. So divide your bust by 4. My bust divided by 4, that is 10 inches. Add 1.5 inches or 2 inches. My waist is 8 inches, and add that allowance 1 inches and 1.5 inch. So we cut it out. This is the back. This is the back, and the back, for the zip to sit well, I'm going to go by 1/2 inch here, and like this. I just wanted it to sit well. So that is it. So for the front, you place the back and remove the zip allowance out, then you cut it out. This is it for the back, and I forgot to remove 1 inches from this zip in this place, just for it to sit well in the back. So 1 inches out, cuff it to this side. So that is it. So for this front, let's cut out the neck. So we are using 3 inches, and we go down by, because I'm doing V neck, go down by 7 inches. You can go down by 8 inches if you want. So then you go give it a V neck. So this is it. I hope it's not too down here. Okay, I don't want it to be too down. No. So the next thing now we are going to do, so we are done cutting everything, the back, the front. And for this dress I'm going to be using, oh sorry, we have not cut the hand, so let's cut the hand. So this is the hand. Oh, this will be enough. So the next thing now is that, so let's go to the sewing. Oh my god. So I'm going to be using bias to turn the neck. You can use facing, you can use facing or anything to turn the neck. Let me see if I can use facing. Right side facing each other. Look at the way I'm doing. I'll join it, I'll notch it and top stitch it, turn it and give it a good press. Now I'll do the same thing to the back too. So for the front, for the down part, we are going to join the crotch depth. Going to join the crotch depth, then join the pocket. I joined the crotch depth for the back and leave like 8 inches for zip allowance. So after that, then I'll come and show you guys the next. Okay guys, I'm done joining the pocket. As you can see, I've done the darts, and yeah, this is it. So for the back, I leave like 8 inches in the front and I've done the darts. So for this one, I'm going to be using interface. I'm going to be using what do you call this? Well, I forgot the name, but I'm going to be using this downward when I join it finish, because I needed a neat job. I wanted to stick with the fabric. So the next thing that we are going to do now is joining the upper part and the front and the down part together. Yeah. So this, I'm going to be joining it with the upper part. Then this, I'm going to be joining it with this. So I'm going to be joining them together. Then I will, when I join them together, I'll join in the shoulder. When I join them together like this, it become one. Then I'll join the shoulder and do the face. If you want to know how to fix the pocket, you can, there's a video on my YouTube channel that you can watch to know how to fix your pocket. There's a lot of palazzo trouser and a lot. So I'm going to join the, let me first of all join the upper part together, then join the shoulder. Then when you join the shoulder finish, I'm going to join the side and the crotch depth, and I'll come and show you guys how it looks. So I'm going to use mouth to explain well when I come back. Okay guys, I'm done joining. As you can see, I've joined the shoulder and I've joined the side. Look at how beautiful it is. I've joined the crotch depth. So it's done. The next thing now is fixing the hand to it, and I'll put the gum to it to press it together. And that is all for this tutorial. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please make sure you subscribe and turn off notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. Thank you guys. Love you guys. See you on my next video. Bye.